So we got to talk about Mitch McConnell today. This is the second time in less than 2 months that we have seen him freeze up. And it's starting to become extremely concerning that these people just will not step aside. They refuse to step aside, to resign. I mean, they've been around since the 80s. This was from 1987, and this is on C-SPAN. Who watches C-SPAN? Here's the thing. We cannot trust these people to make competent decisions for us anymore because they cannot do their job competently if they're falling asleep, if they're not able to answer a question, if they're freezing and having delays and memory issues. Now, I know that he had polio when he was young. That's how old this guy is. He had polio. We have vaccines for polio now. I mean, it should be a red flag when these people have to have handlers, when they have to have people take care of them. Like in the case of Dianne Feinstein, who's 90 years old and still wants to work. For what? You can still consult. You can still do other things on the side. She gave up her power of attorney to her daughter. What does this mean? I'll tell you what this means. She cannot make decisions for herself in her own personal life. So what makes you think she's going to make good decisions for you? And these stupid headlines, these people writing these stupid headlines. Joe Biden's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad month. Really? Why are we not doing anything as Americans over this? We should be standing, rallying behind each other saying, let's get these people out. They need to resign. I mean, the pictures go to black and white. I mean, this is how long they've been serving. And trust me, I am totally not an ageist. I believe people who are older have way more to offer than we give them credit for. Just not in positions where they are in power, where it makes us look weak as a country. We have all these old people, sorry to say it that way, doing jobs that require stamina. You know how much energy it takes to just stand and make content, let alone standing in a public arena with cameras facing you and having to answer tough questions where it requires you to think on your feet? They usually die, all right? As in the case of Bob Dole, Orrin Hatch, these people die doing this because they refuse to give up power, refuse to let go, like this guy. And by the way, this is evidence. I am not on anybody's side here. I believe on both sides, they both need to go. Sick and tired of seeing a president that cannot stand up and actually answer questions or worries about the asphalt being hot after a bunch of people lost their freaking life, or talking about his house having a kitchen fire in his house. All the stupid things that he says makes me question, how lost are these people?
3 short years. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
Handler.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Cindy.
You guys do it. You guys do it.
okay.
Somebody else have a question? Please speak up.